Live across Queensland on Triple M, the Rush Hour. You were Dobbo Elliott, Broncos skipper Adam Reynolds on what is, Ben Dobbin, a monumental day.
It certainly is a monumental day. Adam Reynolds joining us in studio. And I suppose, Reno, I'm going to leave it to you. I hadn't planned out how this is going to play out, but you have an announcement to make, which is pretty significant.
Yeah, well, obviously, all NRL's careers come to an end, and unfortunately mine is today. Obviously, I won't be playing this week, next week, or any finals. As we all know, it's not been a great year for us as a club, but trained today. Obviously thought, there'd be a chance to play one last home game and then hand it over to the rest of the boys to finish off the season, but that's not to be. I trained with the boys today. Felt okay. I got through, but...
We've got vision of you getting through training. It looked like you ran pretty freely. Am I right in saying that?
Yeah, I felt pretty good out there. I trained against the NRL squad and, felt okay, but, I had some conversations with Madge and the medical staff and, they were quite concerned with how limited training I've done in the past couple of weeks. Obviously, the left calf was giving me some nerve issues and then had a little grade 1 strain in the right calf, which is not bounced back as quickly as I'd like. So they were quite concerned and looking out for the body of mine. And obviously, it's pretty temperamental, but I've had a great career, and whether it be 20 minutes on the field or 30 minutes, that doesn't define sort of my career and my memories at the club. So I'm extremely fortunate. I get to carry some great memories moving forward.
So you're officially done. You won't play another NRL game.
Officially it has been. So I'm one of the good guys now. I'm on the other side of the fence. But no, look.
What was the emotion like when Madge told you that? Because obviously that was a meeting that's transpired over the last, is there a disappointment? I agree you absolutely can't be defined by 20 minutes on a football field. You know, what you bought the Broncos and what you bought the game of rugby league has been significant. But in that moment, I suppose there's an inner focus towards Thursday.
Yeah.
What's the feeling?
There always is. I mean, you want to play the game forever, and that's us as professional athletes. You want to have that competitive spirit, and you want to play for as long as you can, but that's not reality. Reality is that you get old, you get brittle, you get a bit sore in places and whatnot, and at the end of the day, you can't keep competing forever. So I knew this day was coming. I knew in the back of my mind that I had to say goodbye at some stage, and unfortunately it's today.
What did you do straight after? Once you knew, did you get some time alone in the car? Did you call your wife straight away? I mean, you're a very emotionally steady person, because I'm fascinated to know how you're processing this.
Well, the first thing I thought about was going to have a beer. So
he rang me.
When you finish up, it's usually Mad Monday or whatnot. Yeah. So I thought, let's go and have a schooner or two. And then unfortunately I got work here. Not unfortunately. Fortunately, I love the Triple M and it's part of the family. So no, look, obviously I told my partner, my family, friends and whatnot. So next thing to do was to come on here, announce it and obviously, go on. But yeah, I'm extremely fortunate. Kid from Redfern. Grew up idolising rugby league and wanted to play rugby league, and I've done that for the last 15 years or so. So very happy that I've lived out that journey, and looking forward to the next part of life now.
Do you regret going that extra year? Now it's done, and is there some regret? You could have finished as a premiership player at the end of last year. Do you regret this year a little bit?
No, not at all. Not at all. Look, we had a chance to go over to England and play in a World Club Challenge. Those opportunities don't come around too often. A crystal ball is the hindsight of, what could be and what couldn't be. I got the experience, some incredible moments throughout this year, with my teammates, my coaches, the club. It didn't go as planned, but, I've had a roller coaster of a career, and, you take the good times as much as you do as the bad times. And through those moments, you see, who's willing to go that step further and get, the club back where it needs to be. And you learn a hell of a lot about yourself through the dark periods. So, certainly don't regret going on this year. I liked it to, go another way, but that's not to be. So, I'm content and happy with, everything I've done in the game.
Can I ask you, a couple of people that have been big on, I'd say 3 people of coaching. Obviously, Madge, started your career, you finish it.
Yep.
Wayne, I know how significant he was to you.
Yep.
And Kev. I know you've spoken to Kev. I know you've spoken to Madge. Have you had a chance yet to speak to Wayne?
No, it's probably past his bedtime, I think, at the moment. Either that or he's at bingo. No, I haven't.
But you're close to those 3 blokes have been significant. I know you had other coaches, but those 3 blokes were significant to your career.
Yeah, in different reasons, and all played a significant part in where I am today. So there's no doubt there'll be phone calls over the next however many weeks. I think Wayne's sort of busy at the moment with South trying to get them firing, and it's good to see them playing some good footy, and they'll be playing finals, which I'm looking forward to watching them through that period. But there's a lot of people over the next however many months that I'll get to and thank, and hopefully have a beer with each and every one of them. It may mean a few beers, but looking forward to it.
I'm sure you won't be able to tell us today, but have you got a clear picture in your head of what might be next for you? I mean, other than taking Ben Dobbins' role within Triple M and Triple M NRL, have you got an idea in your head now that you are done what you might like to do?
Yeah, I've had an idea and a plan for a couple of months now. Obviously, it evolves each and every day, and life moves pretty quick these days, so you got to be on the go with it all. But I'm extremely excited about the next part of life. I get to work with some younger players at the club, move into a coaching role there with the halves, kickers and whatnot, and then a few things on the side. Obviously got my clothing business that's starting to take off.
So you'll be coaching with Brisbane?
Yeah, I'll stay involved with the club. I'll work with some halves, some kickers, and work with our academy. There's some great young kids coming forward, and would like to see them progress and put the club in a great state to move forward and challenge for titles every year.
Did you also obviously going to have a role with Fox in a commentary perspective, and I, as we well know, host a podcast with a bloke by the name of Kevin Walters and called Inside Ball, and he's
straight swap, one half for the other.
We've had to crowbar. We've crowbar.
You've downgraded to me.
We had to make a phone call last week and said, mate, there's going to be a role opening up on Inside Ball as a co-host, and the old mate, in that moment, then Kevy said, you don't want one more year playing at St Helens like that. Kevy would love you to go.
Had a few missed calls, but
yeah, Kevy would love him to go to St Helens, but that's not going to happen.
I said to Dobbo about the Inside Ball. I said, mate, let me check my schedule. I'll get back to you. It took about 2 minutes. I said, yeah, there's nothing on the schedule, so I'm free, mate.
Ready to go.
Take it up.
Yeah, so he's going to be joining Inside Ball next year, which is good, as well as on Triple M and Fox and the NRL. You're going to be very busy, but you've had your critics, there's no question about it, but no one can take away you're an Origin player, 2 premierships at 2 different clubs, you played in 4 grand finals. How does Adam Reynolds want to be remembered as a player? And I mean, you're not defined by it by any means, because there's so much life. I mean, you're 36, there's so much life left, Yeah. But how are you defined? Like, now, and it's only early, I mean, this is literally the last 4 hours, this has all transpired and you're here. Hour. Literally last
Still
hour.
digesting it, jeez.
And we've had a beer and we've hugged, and we hugged and he goes, you didn't stick anything on my back, did you?
Yeah,
that was straight away,
it's odd when he's actually sincere. You don't know what to do about it.
Well, I've lost trust. Yeah. I've lost trust. He's given me 2 hugs in his life, and once was a sticker with a Dolphins membership on my back.
Yeah.
And the other one was
a
just
real
before.
one.
Yeah, that one was real.
I don't know about that.
So, how would you like your career to be remembered?
Oh, I think
are you big on that?
No, not. I think it's more behind the scenes in how you change people's lives, your teammates' lives. I think, I had some great mentors coming through when I was, 18, 19. Roy Asatasi, Michael Crocker, who else? I've probably missed. Matty King, GI, John Sutton. These sort of fellas. Sammy Bird just had a fair, mentorship coming through great, and that's all I've ever wanted to be towards younger fellas coming through, and hopefully give them an opportunity to experience some great things that I have through my career. So I'd like to think I've contributed to a fair few people in my time of playing rugby league, but that certainly won't go away. Moving into a coaching role, you get that fulfillment of wanting to make these younger players better and give them some great experiences through life, not only on the field but certainly off it, and making them better people.
Was it a tense conversation with Madge, knowing that he was, because clearly, in essence, they've said, mate, we don't think you're right for it. You thought you did. So, and you always have been respectful of the coach's decision. Was that conversation tense with Madge today when he says to you, mate, unfortunately, it's over?
Not really. I think, the care factor's there in obviously wanting me to go out being remembered in a good way, not, getting carried off the field or being injured or whatnot. So, I certainly respect that decision. I, tossed and turned over it for a little bit. Obviously, I wasn't happy to hear it, but at the end of it, you put the person before the athlete, and they're obviously looking out for me. So, very grateful. Got a great relationship with Madge, and always will do moving forward.
Unbelievable.
Adam Reynolds, 2012, a debut. Learnt news of retiring today. Obviously, a lot to process. One bit of good news, and you're going to stick around with us right throughout the afternoon on Triple M. I just want to congratulate you because as of right now, no more pre-seasons.
Yeah. Oh, how good's that?
No more army camps. No more running.
You could let
no more
yourself
nothing.
go.
You know what? I'll probably train harder now than I've ever trained because
you got to drink a bit of grog.
I don't want to end up, short. I'm already short, but I don't want to end up
looking like certain.
Well, you're already on the way.
You don't want to be plump. Reno, congrats. Wonderful
Legend,
career.
mate.
And obviously you stick around this afternoon as well. But yes, from Triple M, the Triple M Rush Hour family, Dobbo and myself, huge congrats, mate. What a career.
Thank you.